Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, my Biafran people, now on a day, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This is the Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless Oduduwa. May God bless His Excellency Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless Chief Sunday Igboho and all the freedom fighters from the southeast to the southwest, up to the middle belt, and our Hausa brothers. If you're ready for your freedom, if you're ready for your liberation, if you're ready to regain the land that was stolen from you by the Fulani cabal, then may God bless you too. May God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, His Excellency, ESN, Ekpa, Simon Njoku, for the job Simon is doing. Simon, I want to say we thank you, we appreciate you, we love you, because we know in your hands Biafra is coming, in your hands Biafra is safe, and in your hands, when Biafra comes, the people of Biafra will rejoice. My fellow Biafrans, people listening to my voice, today is the day. My people, I once told you that nobody can defeat Biafra, that what we are doing is spiritual, and today, the people have spoken. Rufai Oseni, I hope today you were humbled. I hope today you've heard from the people. In your own platform today, Rufai, I took the dossier by myself. I took notes by myself. I made clips by myself, because I have been telling you that what we are doing is not wrong. We, the Biafrans, we are fighting a just cause. My people, what you will hear today, it will surprise all of you. Because today, for the first time, Rufai Oseni will hear from his listeners. He will hear from an array of Nigerians, those that claim they are Nigerians. He will hear from them. He will see what they are talking about in Nnamdi Kanu. He will hear what they are speaking about Simon Ekpa. He will also hear what they think about the Biafra movement. Lord have mercy. If I did not record this one down, people will say I'm a liar. If I did not record this one down, they will say Simon Ekpa is the problem. If I did not record this one down, they will say Nnamdi Kanu is the problem. If I did not record this one, they will say, oh, the Igbos, blame the Igbos. They are the problem. But today, you will hear an array of people speaking through to power. When it comes to Nnamdi Kanu, when it comes to Simon Ekpa, and when it comes to the Biafrans. My fellow Biafrans, even the man they call Rufai Oseni, he did his best. Today, Rufai Oseni spoke very well. I appreciate what he said today in this broadcast. This one will blow your mind, my people. I will take my time on this one. I go take them step by step, line for line, word for word, sentence for sentence. You must hear the people of that zoo called Nigeria. They have woken up. They know we are not the problem. They know what we are doing is just. And they know them holding Nnamdi Kanu is the problem of Nigeria. Nigeria, Tinubu government, if you guys are smart, hear the voice of the people. Hear the voice of your so-called Nigerians, and hear the voice, because the voice of the people is the voice of God. Most of the people that I recorded here, they all said they clamored for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. My people, I will not hold you much on this one. I want you all to fall back, sit back and relax and listen to the gospel. Lord have mercy. Rufai Oseni, I know today this one blow your mind. This one shock you well. But so far so good. Listen to the words of the people that called on the show of our brother Rufai Oseni. If you are ready, let's go there. Listen.
A very great message by E.K. Clark has sent. And he talked about reconciliation, reintegrating the Igbos, releasing Nnamdi Kanu. And I totally subscribe to that. You know, I've always said the case of Nnamdi Kanu has to be a political solution to be able to reduce the emotions and the tempers in the East. And the truth has to be said. We can't deceive ourselves. There's been great marginalization against every part and the Igbos in this country. And we can't deceive ourselves. And it is this marginalization that makes people cry foul. It is this marginalization that made the cry for an Igbo presidency rampant in the last election, and which, when you look at it, according to the equation of justice, is only right for us to be able to have this presidency go round. So when you look at all these cries by E.K. Clark, we need to have a constitutional regime. We need to have full integration of the Igbos. And we need to do it in such a way that national efficiency and national infrastructure is spread across board. See, today, I keep saying, rail has been done in the west. Rail has been done in the east. I mean, in the north. Where is the rail line in the east? And these are the questions we keep asking, you know.
Hold it there, sir. The voice you are hearing, my people, is the voice of Rufai Oseni. He's speaking about what Edwin Clark said. And he just made a statement here. A very pertinent one. He said, rail has been done in the south. Rail has been done in the north. Where is the rail in the east? When we'll tell you that the presence of the federal government of that zoo called Nigeria cannot be felt in the east. Most of you don't understand. The reason why you see the Biafrans, they go to Lagos, they go to the north to do business, is because that is where the presence is, where there is opportunity, where there is resources. So they go down there to do business. It's all about business. But unfortunately, the cabal, they know what they are doing. They have made sure that the presence of the federal government, when it comes to the fiscal policies, when it comes to the monetary policies, you will never feel the presence of the federal government of that zoo in the land of Biafra. This is what Rufai is saying. The voice you are hearing is from Rufai Oseni. Let's continue. Listen.
Some will argue that some have been awarded the Port Harcourt Maiduguri line and all of that. We want, rail line to be able to connect industrial hub like Aba and carry goods out of those places so that they will also be a veritable point of trade. So, because when we look at the colonial rail line chart, it originally went to areas where there were lots of production. And this area serves as a hub for national development. So I really subscribe to those calls, and we must be able to ask very veritable questions about the existence of our country. Because if we don't do that, then we don't move forward. And that's why all this agitation keeps happening. And we need to bring peace and security back. I mean, you saw the agitation by the likes of Sunday. Why was that the case? Because of massive insecurity in the state, in the southwest at that time. And this insecurity has permeated every area possible. And we need to be able to do something as regards, ranching and reserves and cows and things like that. We must not allow them roam around and, to disturb the farmers. We must, keep them, under a reserve system or a system where, you're able to monitor them and provide forage for them. So these are the things we must be able to do. I mean, all the arguments about the old grazing routes and everything, those things are no longer tenable in this day and age. We must be able to get reserves and things like that and be able to, look at things critically. Because if people keep making arguments of old grazing routes, it's just like talking about the colonial 22 provinces and divisions of Nigeria then, and many divisions in Nigeria. So you can't bring those arguments any longer again. Because most of those arguments have been subsumed by development. So let's be exact and let's build the country that's any test of time. Because I keep saying this country is beautiful, it is great, and we need to be able to solve the proclivities that run riots amongst us, and we need to be able to uphold unity.
Yeah. Sorry, before you move from there, you see this grazing route thing you just talked about and the cows and so on. It makes one wonder what the leaders have been doing themselves. I was seeing Alero saying the other day that the Fulanis headsmen or Fulanis are feeling that way because they've not received anything from government. And I keep asking, who has been the major, or what tribe has been the major power in Nigeria all the while? Fulanis. So they couldn't take care of themselves. They couldn't take care of their own. And what's an excuse they keep giving to want to go through people's farmlands and so on?
What did my sister? You say, who are those who have been ruling all this while? Yes, it is the Fulani cabal and their colonies. But there is something you need to understand. If it's not Panadol, it is not the same thing as Panadol. If you don't have it, you don't have it. If they like, they should be in power for 1 million years. They don't have it. What we have, we the Biafrans, what we have is a gift from God. That is why whenever we are in the hem of affairs, things happen. But they hate us, they dismay us, they despite us, which is why that zoo is going down. You can see the trajectory of the zoo. It is going down. It's a nose deep, a nose dive. It is going down, my sister. So I understand what you're saying, but there is nothing for you to be sentimental. Yes, they've been in power, but they cannot change anything because it's like putting a lipstick on a pig. The pig will remain a pig. They don't know what to do with power. All they do is do their rankadede. All they do is steal the money and they buy houses in Dubai. That does not make sense. They don't know what they want to do with power, but they love power. It was Britain that was responsible, but I will fall back and allow you to continue. Let's listen. Listen on. This is very, very important. This broadcast is very, very important. Listen.
I mean, those are very faulty excuses. So the kind of Nigeria I want is a Nigeria that takes care of every child. I don't even want to go with the route of the argument that, oh, because you've had Fulanis in power, why didn't they, take care of themselves? And let's not make those ethnic arguments, really, because when we look at it deeply, if my memory serves me right, you can only count few handfuls of various tribes that have been in power. Okay, I think Buhari was a Fulani. After Buhari,
Shagari. There was Shagari too.
I think Shagari was Hausa. Shagari Fulani or Hausa. I think Tafawa Balewa was. So, but we shouldn't go into that ethnic argument because it doesn't bring unity, it brings disaffection. For me, the argument should be: how can we make a country such a way that whoever is president from whatever area, they take care of everything in this country? I think that's what matters the most. That everything works. See, government is not rocket science. It's because we built a government of inefficiency, state capture, and cronyism. In my book I wrote in 2016, where I wrote about keys to mental evolution, I told the story of Spain, that they didn't have a central government for over close to a year, and things worked well. Even Luxembourg too, at a point, they had back and forth after the election, and things worked well. But here, the saw that is because our political class are not able to build strong institutions that are veritable and will stand the test of time. And that's why we still peter on the lines of religion and ethnicity. No, it should be deeper than that. It should be, okay, what can we say as regards development? How can anybody, I don't care where you are from, as long as there's fairness and equity and it becomes a precedent for all. And that's just it. And that's why you see I totally abhor statements that was made, with the likes of President Tinubu then when he was saying Yoruba local. No. You see, we must have a mindset that say Nigeria local. What is in the best interest for Nigeria? And that's what we must always to be able to move forward. There's another story making around
in Oshodi. I'm totally in support of Clark in his letter.
What did my people? Rufai has tried his best. He has spoken in a new tongue. He has spoken a new language. And if it was the days of old, I would have said he's a born-again Christian. I could have said that. This one is entitled, Rufai Oseni speaks truth to power. They cannot defeat Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, and Biafra. The people have spoken. So you have heard from Rufai Oseni. He tried his best. He spoke truth to power. But what I did was to listen to those who were going to call in that program. I took a sample of the so-called Nigerians who live in the zoo to see what they would say, because what they do is they always call and they speak on what they've heard from Rufai Oseni. So I took my time to record all what they said. And it blew my mind because it meant that from their response, I can confidently say that Nigerians are waking up. Those that say they love Nigeria, slowly, they are waking up. They now know Simon Ekpa is not the problem. They know Nnamdi Kanu is not the problem. And they know having or inquiring or asking for Biafra is not a crime. If you're with me, let's go there. Listen to the audio, listen to the message, and listen to the phone calls of people calling, clamoring for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, speaking well about Simon Ekpa, and supporting us in the Biafra movement. If I did not record this one, nobody will believe us. But listen, you must listen.
The release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The unjust holding of this man is a reflection of what Igbos are passing through in Nigeria. For the sake of peace in the southeast, federal government should do everything possible and stop listening to our Igbo politicians who have sold themselves and their brothers for peanuts. Cordelia, please, my parting words this morning is that the president should release Nnamdi Kanu for the sake of peace. His Royal Highness.
On the group and the first of all, my name is Matt.
Listen.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Okay. I want to comment on the group at Satan is.
Is that from? Hold on. It's from the paper, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Listen.
I want to comment on the group demolishing IPOB and Eastern areas. Those groups, are they not seeing those Boko Haram in the north in many places? Why can't we hear say they demolish their defense? Only the IPOB seeking for freedom. That's what I want to know. Thank you, man.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, Cordelia, my sister. How are you?
I'm very fine, thank you, my brother.
Listen.
What's your name?
I'm Mayor calling from Kotere.
Welcome, Mayor. Go ahead.
Yeah, the chief of defense staff saying from this moment, they will now take every case serious because of the attack in other state and Delta state. Do you see how people behave? Okay, all these years that in North, they have been killing soldiers, even attacking them in their own office, in their own barracks. You now realize from now onward, they'll take it seriously. This sort of what I say in Nigeria, double standard. Is it normal? I want us to remain together. You will think some people will give them a special preference. There's someone you will go out and deal with them.
Listen, our message is getting to the zoo. Respect to Simon Ekpa, respect to the Biafra Republic government in exile, respect to the Biafra media warriors. We are doing a good job. Our message is getting to the grassroots. Those that claim they are Nigerians, they are finally waking up. Because today, this morning, I said, let me hear firsthand. I want to know the thinking of our people in that zoo called Nigeria. Those that say they love Nigeria. I want to assess them. I want to see their level of understanding. I want to see how well they are able to decode or decipher what is happening in that zoo called Nigeria. I want to see how well they are assimilating the message from our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, from the Biafra Republic government in exile, and from the media warriors. So far, so good. Today has confirmed that the people, they are listening. Today has confirmed that the people, they know who the troublemakers are. Today has confirmed that Simon Ekpa is not the trouble, Nnamdi Kanu is not the problem, and we the Biafrans seeking Biafra, we are not the problem. I want you to please sit back and relax. Every caller that was calling, I was surprised. They were speaking about the ills happening to the people of Biafra. They were speaking about the unlawful arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, and they were talking about those trying to go to Finland to kidnap Simon Ekpa. This one blew my mind. Make una hear the message. This is happening now in that zoo called Nigeria. In the contraption, they are waking up. They are waking up. They are waking up. Listen, the gospel has reached them. They are waking up. Listen.
What do you expect? To peace reign in Nigeria? It's not possible. It's not possible. Someone could be first class Nigerian. Someone are second Nigerians. I want peace in the country. So where is he all these days? People have been dying in the north. Community have been killed in the north. He didn't go there and chase after them. Now realize that from this moment I'm going to take every issue serious. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Morning, how are you today?
Fine.
Welcome, go ahead.
All right. Please, about this Nnamdi Kanu issue. It's long overdue. It's long overdue.
Listen.
And Nigeria government should know can never achieve unity with selective justice. No country has ever achieved unity by selecting justice.
Listen.
Nigeria, there are people There are people that that is the law affect, and there's one the law does not affect. It can never happen. No country have ever been in a country like this. If Baba, the way Baba takes his son and the Sowore or waiting they call them, he could have released this guy easily like this. And secondly, I hear the first minister or this military man calling for the head of this guy from Finland here. I'm on Ekpa. As you have that page, marking that platform to call that for sky. I want you to also marking that to send platform to call all those that is behind this attack in Nigeria across there.
Okay, nice.
Whatever. They are sorcerers.
Okay.
Because you can't peace and they're thinking that we will have peace in this country.
Okay.
There will be no peace, you.
Okay.
Let them know that. God bless you, my dear.
God bless you. And
Yes, ma, that's well done. Thank you very much. Let me quickly say this. You know, there's a phrase in the national anthem that to be a nation where no man is oppressed. And then I want to ask them, is Nnamdi Kanu not oppressed?
Listen.
That we have the court of laws that declare that man not guilty and set him free, and the government oppress him and keep him down. So when they think something, they don't know what they are talking about. A country that no man is oppressed. And then Binta was telling us that because Nnamdi Kanu jumped bail, and he will jump bail again. Why did he jump bail? When Buhari sent Python soldiers to go to Nnamdi Kanu's house and begin to... So Nnamdi Kanu would not have run away. This Tinubu that is the president today, did he not run away when Abacha sent soldiers to them?
Only them, my brother, God bless you. The caller is asking our sister here that Tinubu that ran away when Abacha came for him, when the men they call Sergeant Rogers and the rest of them, they came for the boys they called the Nadeko boys. Tinubu ran away. Nadeko, they all ran away. But now in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, that Buhari sent his Fulani men to go and buy him in his house. In the process, 28 men died. And under the whisker of luck, Nnamdi Kanu survived that mayhem. In the process of surviving, he had to run to preserve his life. And now they are saying he ran away. They are saying he jumped bail. Somebody that the might of the government, the federal government, they came with their power, they came with their might, they came with their armed forces to the house of one man to buy him. No man can fight all that power. The only thing you can do is to run away, abscond. As the saying goes, he that fights and runs away lives to fight another day. He ran away to spare his life. And the court of the Jews, they said he jumped bail. Justice Binta Yako said he jumped bail. Tinubu is there in power. Tinubu, you knew what you did when Abacha came for you. In fact, I will not even speak to you anymore. Because I don't speak with cowards. That I spoke to you man to man. I told you the gloves are off. I was ready for war. And all you could do was chicken out. And pay some millions to YouTube to bring my channel down. Bunch of cowards. Ordinary voice, ordinary my tongue, they fear una. You see, when you guys see me laugh and do satire, that's the only way I can flow, because when I come out with the real me, they will run away. The zoo cannot stand this power. We have the power of the dragon in us. When you speak to a level, they will run to Facebook, they run to Twitter, they run to YouTube, say, hey, this guy is causing a problem. Hey, he's a terrorist. Look at what he said. They will clip those things you said, buzzwords. Pay YouTube some money. And before you wake up, your platform is gone. So the best way to deal with this guy is what they call satire. Satire means even though you are speaking the truth, you are trying to make it sound funny. You are putting a bit of jest into it. Like back in the days, when kings, they will call some clowns to sing or to make some jokes. Even though those court jesters, those court clowns, the comedians in the court, even though they are making comedy, but through the comedy, they are also sometimes, they insult the king, they insult the nobleman in a satire. I think that's the best way to deal with this kind of platform until we have our own platform. But for the time being, we are using someone else's platform. YouTube is not our platform. So I think going forward, I'll be using satire to speak. You will see me laugh, crack jokes. But inside that joke, when I dey crack, there is sense there. When you see me laughing, and I say some few things, there are some senses in what I'm saying. So let us fall back and relax. Hear this caller again. Hear what this caller is saying. The men from Nadeko, when Abacha came for them, they all ran away. They ran away. They left the country. Most of them, they are still based in America. Abacha is dead. He died, I believe, in 1997 or 1998. He died some years ago in the 90s. But some men from Nadeko, they are still in America on exile. The man that chased them away is dead though, but they are still in exile. But in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, they came to kill him. He escaped. And they called him a coward. They said he jumped bail. Let's fall back and relax. Take it back.
Wait,
Take it back.
who ran away? All of them ran away because they had to save their life. If Tinubu did not run away, we wouldn't have been a president today. So why shouldn't have Nnamdi Kanu run away?
Listen.
And finally, my sister, you see, they want to buy jet, presidential jet again, and you cannot pay workers 250,000 naira. Which market are the judges buying something from? Which market are the senators and House of Assembly members buying from? That they are collecting in millions, multiple millions, and you cannot pay worker 250,000 naira.
Okay.
You see, wickedness upon wickedness and sin against humanity.
Alright.
God will judge them. When we talk, they think we don't mean it. In fact, God will not pay them. We cannot do them anything, but God will do them something.
Okay, madam. I just want to join the well-meaning Nigeria to call for the releasing of Nnamdi Kanu because from the look of things, all what he has said has done more justice to Nigeria affair than harm.
Boom! I want us to speak to the government to release Nnamdi Kanu because from the look of things, all what he has said has done more justice to Nigeria than harm. This is coming from those who believe in one Nigeria. What you are hearing so, because today I said I want to feel the pulse of those in Nigeria, those that say they love Nigeria. So I tuned into a Nigerian station owned by the man they call Rufai Oseni. You say he is the best journalist from that zoo called Nigeria. So since then, I've been taking my time to analyze Rufai Oseni, to see his mind, to understand his psychology, to see the way he reasons when things are happening in that zoo. And I decided to listen to what they will say based on the shenanigans happening in that zoo when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, and Biafra. And to my greatest surprise, all the callers, nearly all, they are speaking this way. They now understand the memo. They understand the message. The gospel has reached them. The good news of Biafra has reached the grassroots. So those who say the media warriors are not doing any job, you are liars. Our message has gotten to the grassroots. Those that believe in Nigeria, they have gotten the message. Let's continue. Listen.
And me that is speaking now, I thought that I'm not an Igbo man before 2015.
Listen.
So with the explanation and preaching of Nnamdi Kanu, I came to realize that I am Igbo boy that find himself in
The code number.
So please.
Wait, my brother. Hey, please don't cut that boy. Please don't cut him. He said before he never knew he was an Igbo man, a Biafran. But he used the word an Igbo man until the preaching of Nnamdi Kanu since 2015. It now made him to realize. It now dawned on him, Oyibo, that he's an Igbo man. Can you get it? Those within the old eastern region, they are also waking up. Because before the zoo government, they made it to believe that the so-called 5 eastern states, what they call the southeast, they claim the 5 states are Igbos. But this caller just called today and said, I was blind, but now I can see. Lord have mercy. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. For his eyes is on the sparrow. I know he watches me. I was blind, but now I see. He was blind, but now he can see. That came from the gospel of Nnamdi Kanu. That came from the gospel of His Excellency Mazi Ekpa Simon Njoko. He was blind, but now he can see. I had to go spiritual on that one. I had to go a bit religious on that one. When I heard this guy speak, it didn't touch me. I said, wow, my God. Even in the zoo, they are waking up. An elderly man did not know he was an Igbo man until he heard the gospel of Nnamdi Kanu. He did his research and he found out that he was an Igbo man. As you all know, every Igbo man is automatically a Biafran. So for him to say the Igbo, fine. He has to be careful. He's in the zoo. I get it. Let's continue.
So please, they should release Nnamdi Kanu. There is no point holding him. Thank you, man.
Thank you very much. Fabulous.
Yeah. Pertaining Nnamdi Kanu issue, I don't know why federal government don't want to release this man. Federal government, they will apprehend Boko Haram. After so many years, many months, they will say that Boko Haram have repented. They release him and Boko Haram go. Nnamdi Kanu did not do anything. The whole world have said, release this man, let him go. How many trials? About 9 courts have already tried this man. They said, release this man, he's free. He's an innocent man, but they keep other men holding this young man. It's very, very bad. Yesterday, I was listening to Esther Wachuku. The one man was saying that they should go to Finland and repatriate Simon Ekpa. Let them go there and repatriate. They thought that Finland is Kenya. Let them go and try it. So this type of thing that is happening, so the justice is on one side. So I don't see the reason why the thing will be like this. So you can see hatred for Igbo people. It's very, very bad. It's unfair. That's what I want to say. Thank you, Cordelia.
Thank you very much. Hello.
What I'm saying, I'm calling from Ilewe, Ikotu. What I'm saying is about Nnamdi Kanu.
Hold it there. Every caller calling, they were speaking about Nnamdi Kanu. Rufai, I know this one blow your mind. You say, what is going on today? Who consumed my radio? Who took over my radio station? You'll be surprised. You'll be perplexed. You'll be baffled. Say, what is going on? Every caller speaking about the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Unprecedented. Never done before in that zoo. Thank God I witnessed it. I recorded everything down. Say, the world must hear this. My Biafran people in diaspora, you must hear this. Simon Ekpa is doing a good job. Simon Ekpa is spreading the gospel about Nnamdi Kanu. Obatobie, Agune Chamber, Wakoma. A good man. Simon is doing a good job. He is the only one doing the job. The other guys from the DOS, they are attacking Simon Ekpa. Every day you go to their platform, they are attacking Simon Ekpa. But only Simon Ekpa is the one doing the good job, spreading the gospel of Biafra. And we thank God, those in Nigeria, those in the zoo, they are catching the message. They are feeling the message. It is coming like the power of Pentecost. EK Pentecost. They are feeling the message. And they all call this station, owned by Rufai Oseni, owned by the best journalists in Nigeria. They called in the station and they told them what they had to say. They gave them a piece of their heart, saying they want Nnamdi Kanu to be released. Tinubu, if you are listening, do what the people are telling you to do. I am done advising you. I am done asking you to wash your hands of the case of Nnamdi Kanu. I will not tell you again. My discussion with you is done and dusted. As the prophet of old will do, when they come to warn a people, when they come to warn a nation, once they are done, they take their shoes off, they dust it, and they move away. I am done advising you to wash your hands of the case of Nnamdi Kanu. I will never speak on you again. That's in where you defined, you will get it. I don't speak to cowards. I've said what the God of Biafra instructed me to tell you. I've told you, wash your hands of the case of Nnamdi Kanu. I will not speak to you about that again. Let's continue.
Though I don't really know what Igbos did in this country. Why should they hold that man up till now and no any plan to leave it to release him? Even though court have ordered to release him. And the DSS say no. So DSS is above the law now. So I don't understand what is happening. See this man for Lagos here, for Ajawe State, SND of Ajawe State. Just like that, they still hold that man up to date. What is happening? And when an Igbo man say that they are marginalizing him, they will say, why are you saying this? It's a lie, it's a lie. I don't understand you. And our stakeholders, being Igbo leaders, they are deceiving us. Because it's like they don't want to put their heads together and talk about Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know what is happening in this country. Everything is turning upside down. Everything is turning upside down. Okay, go to market. They say the minimum wage cannot be paid. That minimum wage, how much is it? Can it buy a bag of rice? Our government is doing coastal road from Lagos to Calabar. 1 kilometer of road, 4 billion naira times about 1,000 kilometers. And they're doing that one fast for them to pocket their pocket. I don't have anything to say, but God is watching us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pepe.
Pa Edwin Clark, what he has said about the Igbo leaders. I think whatever they are now, they should be, banging their heads on the wall, because we have no, look, Igbos have no leaders. No, I don't call them leaders, because you look at them, look from A to Z, look at them. This agitation that Nnamdi Kanu started 2013, even when Jonathan was there, if Igbos had, leaders, they would have, woken up then and take, charge of everything, but they did not. These people started killing these young people when they were having no arms, not in 2015 to 2020 today. The Igbo leaders are not saying anything. They in Abuja, they are, Iwanya will come one day, talk this. The next day he will stand up and talk another thing. Igbos have, we are sheep without shepherd. They have abandoned their constituencies. Constituents, Igbo politicians, traditional rulers, all of them. They are just disappointment. They are not for us I'm telling you. And finally, when General Musa is talking about IPOB in Anambra State, my sister, that is the same place that Fulani herdsmen have been kidnapping Igbo people, including the primate of Methodists. You remember that story? When this man was kidnapped, he paid 100 million naira, and he came out and told the army that this is the people that kidnapped him in that place. Army did nothing. But Alex recently cleared the Lokwanta market where they discovered, scores of people that Fulani herdsmen kidnapped. The army did nothing. The police did nothing. They are only after those people who are flushing Fulanis, marauding Fulanis out of Igbo bushes. That's where there are people that are attacking. Musa, thank you, sir, my sister. Please, 1 minute or 1 second. Musa, his state, Kaduna, has been devastated. Fulanis have dealt with them. He's not even talking about that place. He's in Imo State or Upper State, talking how he's going to crush IPOB. Good luck to Nigeria. Thank you.
God bless you, Kola. You made a very good point, because when they say, oh, they've gone to the IPOB or the BLA site, they've seen the ESN site. That's what they say now in their media. They will show a video where they are, they see flag of the Biafra, all those things. Let me tell you, don't forget, from the beginning, we said that back then when Nnamdi Kanu was here with us, he will always say that the ESN, their assignment is to remain in the bushes and the thick forest to protect the land of Biafra. So what they are doing is now the military and some cronies, some Igbo, politicians, they are going to those bushes when they see the camp of the ESN. Don't forget, ESN has been disbanded. ESN has been disbanded. So when they see those camps there, empty camp, they make a video and all those things. That's how wicked they are. So what they are trying to do is that they want to remove all our camps in the bush so that their Fulani men can be entering the southeast. That is the plan of the military. So don't be confused when you see them show a camp. They show one camp with flag and fence around it. Yes, we never hid it. We said back then, in 2021, we said the ESN, their number one job is to remain in the bushes, at the outskirts of the bushes, the forest of the Biafra land, to protect those land from Mietiala, from Fulani herdsmen coming in with their AK-47. That was why we said they are coming, they are coming, they are coming. They are coming with the AK-47, they are coming. So during that time, when we had the ESN, when ESN was still functioning, those things you are seeing, those camps were where the ESN, they were staying in the night. Those ones, their own job is to protect the bushes. Those camps you are seeing, it was to protect the bushes. Now, those camps, they have been abandoned for a long time because ESN is no longer functioning. ESN is now defunct. It means, say, it is no longer in operation. Why? Because our Prime Minister has floated the Biafra Liberation Army. We are now in a liberation phase. So we now have the Biafra Liberation Army. Nothing again is called ESN. So for the military to go to the bush and make a video and say, we have seen the camp. Yes, if you go into the bush now, you'll find camps there. Abandoned camps. That makes sense. It's like an army barracks or an army fort. When you're fighting war, you have forts everywhere. Once the war is over, people have gone home. If you walk into this area, those places, you will still see the remnants of those forts. When I say fort, I mean F-O-R-T. It's like a barracks, a place you stay as a temporal hold, a stronghold. Let's continue, Joe.
Thank you very much, Mazi from Germany. Cindy Ufemo.
Hello, good morning.
Is this Ben?
Yeah, this is Ben from USA.
Welcome, Ben. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm calling and I want to say Nigerian government, should release Nnamdi Kanu again. I keep repeating that. I don't know why it's very hard for Nigerian government to learn. You know, the Biafra people started agitation with placards, and from that, you know, they started shooting at them, and it got to the point where they pick up arms. Now, another mistake they made is to arrest Nnamdi Kanu. Ever since they arrested Nnamdi Kanu, thinking it would bring the solution, it has messed up the whole entire Nigeria. But they are still talking about rendition in Simon Ekpa. They keep making mistake on mistake every day. Nigerian government cannot sit down with the people and listen to the people and dialogue with them. Doesn't take nothing to release Nnamdi Kanu and call the Igbos and see how they can start a peace reconciliation with everybody. Because at this point, even our generation, our unborn children, they are growing up to hate Nigeria and to hate everything. Me, I'm still young, but the level of anger in my mind because of what is going on in that country, it is not good. And the same way, the ones coming up, we hear the same story and have the same. That means Nigeria will never be fixed.
All right.
Rather, Nigeria will be certain. So I said, let me say this, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Have a beautiful day, and please
Hold it there, my sister first. Ben, thank you very much. They will never learn. That's the problem. When they hate you, the more you expose them, the more they hate you, because we are not one people. It was the white man that came that made us one. So they will never learn. We're carrying flags. They shoot us gun. They tried to occupy Nnamdi Kanu. He escaped. Now we have the ESN. They kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu. They thought that was the end. Simon Ekpa came up. Now we have the BLA. That's why I'm telling you that oh my God, these guys, they are so lucky. Because someone like me, my heart, they my back. I will show no pity. I will show no mercy. I will show no empathy to that zoo called Nigeria. They are so lucky. They are goddamn so lucky. And I promise them, once this war starts, all die now. When the war starts, they will see the beast in me. I will release the beast in me. Bastards. I hate that zoo with a passion. I hate Nigeria with a passion. We shall never be with that zoo called Nigeria anymore. Never. Not me or my people. We the Biafrans, we are done with Nigeria. The hatred I have for our country, it is worse than the hatred I have for the devil itself. Bastards. Young man, just leave them. I will calm down. Just calm down. From the 2nd of December, all die. We they wait them now. We have followed all the whole due process in the Western world. There is something they call due process. We have followed all the due process. By the 2nd of December, that rain will come down. That heaven will fall. That heaven will come down. Leave them. Let them be talking trash. That heaven will come down. We are saying we have nothing to do again with that zoo called Nigeria. We are done with that zoo. God have mercy. These guys don't know what is coming.
Let's tone down our anger, because it only messes us up in.
This is Ifeanyi from Ikorodu.
Good morning, Ifeanyi. Go ahead.
What I want to say is that I want to say this to Nigerian government and everybody. You know that there is a way somebody will bring a servant or a maid to his house, and there is a way that person will treat that servant or maid. Tomorrow, when that person tells that servant to go back to his house, that servant will say no, that he will not go, that he prefers living with the person because of the way the person treated the servant. It's also the way someone will bring a servant to his house, the way the person tells the servant, even the person did not tell the servant to go, the servant will say by himself that he wants to go. I'm saying this because of the way Nigerians or Nigerian government are treating the Igbos. You know, we are talking about marginalization and all that. Why can't this Nigerian government say, okay, let's do this way to make these people happy? Instead of all these intimidations and this and that, God has given us the favor to release Nnamdi Kanu, but they are still keeping him there. Okay, see what is going on in everywhere. Okay, what happened in Abia State? I am not in support of anyone killing soldiers, killing anybody. But firstly, they fish out those people that did those things. But people will kill police, kill soldiers, and not. What we hear is that they have repented. They'll bring them and put them into soldiers and put them into police.
Okay.
Okay.
Feels like a dream, feels like...
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, your time is up. Don't repeat holding these things. All right, thank you, fine. Thank you so much. Odubaso Kayode from Jakonde Estates. Good morning. While Kayode, that is Jakonde Estate, Isolo. All right. I'll hold on a little while because I need something to clear. All right, could you help me take that so I can move on with this? Okay, Odubaso, I was reading your message. You said, why will a governor, deputy speaker, leave a state and go to Mecca? Why do we go to Israel and Saudi to pray? Does it mean God does not answer prayers in Nigeria? Ask me, ask me. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, well, they believe it works that way, so good luck to them as long as they do it properly. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
This is Daniel.
Daniel, how are you? Could you speak louder?
Concerning that, then let me touch what people are saying concerning Nnamdi Kanu, jumping bell. Nnamdi Kanu, somebody, anybody that wish said Nnamdi Kanu job bell, I pray what comes to Nnamdi Kanu, let it go to that person. This guy have 2 days to the court. He said that he would go with about 10,000 people to Abuja. Then after this thing, 2 days to this thing, the soldiers were invade his house, kill people. Up till now, nobody has asked a question. Why did who send us soldiers? What really happened? Then they wanted to kill this guy, escape. At the end of it, look at he jumped bail. The mother died. This thing died in that process. The father died in that process. And people are happy, condemning. If it doesn't, people they condemn or ask Buratai, why do you send these people to that place? Somebody have got case. I wish them anybody. I would just pray for that distance. Also go to visit that person.
All right. Okay.
So that is this thing. So my sister, let me just I have only 90 I would have contribute.
I noticed that whenever Nnamdi Kanu case is coming up in the court, we'll start hearing something like neutralizing also of IPOB camp, etc. And let him be aware that the Boko Haram are busy chasing our farmers out of their various farms. Let the chief of staff know that the 400 name list is yet to be published. They should release Nnamdi Kanu. He is not Nigeria's problem. I'd like to find out. Some are saying Kanu, some are saying Kalu. I know same name, but why the difference? I'd like to know. If you call and you know, you will tell me. Good morning themselves. They are also myopic. Governments can't pay minimum wage but want to buy private jet for president and the vice. Nigeria is a joke. All Nnamdi Kanu has been saying over the years about Nigeria has been happening and they've come to pass. DJ from Yanopaja. This so-called appeal to the people of the Southeast. When it comes to Nnamdi Kanu, a lot of these apprentice security experts are so good, saying nothing sensible. Just as an analyst said on VP, Tinubu inherited Buhari's enemy, and he has made them his enemies. As for the army chief, he's just on a wild goose chase. The terrorists in Nigeria, they never catch them. And the leaders that masquerade for Finland, they won't go catch. People will not get work. You carry on and on and on and on, and you say, are you still talking? You're saying rehabilitate them, feed them, and free them back to the society. You're talking about the terrorists now. The man they accuse in Finland, the terrorists and bandits and the inhuman. Okay, you know what, Sai, when you're going to send me a message next time, please break it down a little bit because I'm kind of confused. But I understand what you're saying in here. I understand. You even talked about Wadume and others that Wadume, who killed police officers, and the free terrorist Wadume, who has killed and terrorized communities in same Nigeria. They catch terrorists, rehabilitate them, feed them, and free them back. So you're
weighing... my sister, the caller was speaking about, or the writer, whatever, that sent the message, said, Wadume has been freed. Wadume, that one they carry gone, no. Wadume has been freed. Think about that. Everybody fighting for freedom are freed, apart from Nnamdi Kanu. And now they are saying Simon Ekpa. Go and bring him from Finland. Musa was on TV. The only thing he could speak about was Simon Ekpa. Not the farmers. 50 farmers that were killed in the north. No. That's nothing. He's speaking about Simon Ekpa. A Biafran living in Finland. They should bring him to Nigeria. Oh my God. Okay. Let me just keep quiet and continue, my sister.
Everything that's not sounding very right. But next time I beg, make it a little easier for me to read. Good morning.
Let me just chip down for what I want to say. This Nnamdi Kanu people who are commenting on. Some people that are commenting that your radio does not know why Nnamdi Kanu has been there. Nigeria really, they want to leave him, but not inside they will not do anything about it. Talking of Biafra. That is why he's there. It's not as if if Nigeria are talking something, they should go straight to the point and make the comment precisely so that people will know what they are saying. Why Nnamdi Kanu is there? Because he refuses to say, if I come out to nothing like Biafra, sign and seal it. Nigeria will leave him. I didn't say as he's there that I'm happy of him being there. But that is the truth of the matter. So that's what I want to say this morning. And we are talking, there's a hunger everywhere.
You tell us the activities and some other things too. But I'm happy finally there's good news from Abia State that the killers of the 5 soldiers have been apprehended.
I hope the real killers.
Now waiting Nigerians to the talk, even Abians.
I hope not the real killers.
I hope he's not innocent citizen.
I hope not the real people. Do you understand?
Yes.
And did you read the letter?
No innocent citizen.
Hold on there, my sister. God bless you there. She said, I hope that not the real killers and catch you, because we know the game of the Nigerian military. The anchor, I believe her name is Cordelia Okpe. When this our sister here say, oh, she thank God though, they have caught all the people in Abia State that killed a soldier. She was playing to the gallery. The anchor now said, I hope they are the real killers. Because we know what they do down there. There was a video I watched during the Biafran War of a young boy who was just crossing the road, but the army, they were there. They took the goat off him. The Nigerian army. A young boy, a nobody during the war. For a long time, I refused to watch the end of that video. For so many years, I will only watch till when they begin to slap and they drag him. He won't run, then drag him. It was a black and white video. Some of you, you've been seeing it. For a long time, my spirit told me, do not watch this video to the end. It will release something in you. And I kept wondering why. Not until last week. I saw the video again on Twitter. And this time, I decided to watch to the end of that video. As they were dragging this guy, there were some girls there with a white goat. Then push the girl self. God knew what they did to that girl. But the guy, they were dragging him. One now drag him to the back. They all came there. And suddenly, one of the Nigerian soldiers brought out a cutlass. That was when I knew that was a Fulani soldier. To carry a knife, to carry your dagger. You carry the cutlass. And as the boy is explaining, he took the cutlass and axed or cut the boy in the back of his neck. The boy fell down unconscious, was bleeding like a cow, like an animal being slaughtered, and his body was shaking on the ground. The poor boy was shaking on the ground. And then suddenly, one soldier rushed come there. They were all watching. One came there and shot him. Toa! His body was freezing. He was still shaking on the floor. One came again and shot him the final bullet. Boom! And he passed out. that dawned on me. That dawned on me what a man who was a Cameroonian told me I think it was some years ago, if not 2 years ago. He said he didn't know I was a Biafran. He said, we shall zero in on the Ambazonians. Because when he told me he's from Cameroon, I played psychology on him, a reverse psychologist. I said, what about the Ambazonians? Man, I've heard about this country, Ambazonia. He said, no, don't mind them. They want to break away. We shall zero in on the Ambazonians. The same way the Nigerian soldier, they zeroed in on the Biafrans. That they would do a triangular angle and move in. Any boy, when they see, they go buy him. Any male they see, they will buy that male. Unless you're a child. So when I saw that video, the pain in me, the anger was too much. The beast in me was released. Something in me came out. The days of speaking with empathy or showing respect for those they call the soldiers of that zoo, it ended. Because I saw the heart. I saw the behavior of those we are dealing with. When I watched the end of that video, it changed my life forever. So I'm praying to God Almighty. God in heaven, please. I cannot wait for the 2nd of December this year. All things being equal. Ceteris paribus. All things being equal. When that time comes, by God's grace, I'll be there waiting. I'm ready for whatever. I am ready for whatever. And definitely, they will see me in the land of Biafra. When things escalate, they will see me there, side by side, shoulder to shoulder, with our men on the ground. Because when I watched that video and I saw what they did to that guy, that video was on black and white. So many soldiers, they were there. They caught this boy. The boy was, I thought the boy had mental problem. I refused to watch the end of that video for so many years. Just last week, the Spirit told me it is time to watch till the end of that video. And what I saw made me to know how Nigerians, they see us. It made me to know how Nigerians, they perceive us. It made me to know that nobody loves us. They are pretenders. And it made me to know that the hate for the Biafrans is real. I rest my case. From me, from here, for now, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain yours truly, Biafra, Superstars Media. God bless you.
Ike de no de no de 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 Ike Prime Minister Ike de no de Ike Biafra Ike de no de Ike Pentecost Ike de no de Ike Dragon Ike de no de Ike Jachunde Nzama Ike de no de Ike de no de Ike ike dị n'ụdị n'ụdị ike ike dị n'ụdị n'ụdị ike ike dị n'ụdị n'ụdị ike ike dragon ike ike dị n'ụdị n'ụdị ike ike prime minista ike ike dị n'ụdị n'ụdị ike ike pentikọst ike ike dị n'ụdị n'ụdị ike dragon dragon ka anyị ga-eso ma ọ na-ejeje ma ọ na-ana dragon ka anyị ga-eso my dragon ka anyị ga-eso ma ọ na-ejeje ma ọ na-ana dragon ka anyị ga-eso MNK ka anyị ga-eso ma ọ na-ejeje ma ọ na-ana MNK ka anyị ga-eso MNK ka anyị ga-eso ma ọ na-ejeje ma ọ na-ana MNK ka anyị ga-eso